Wow, this is something amazing. This is really noteworthy. It may seem small, but it's very, very huge. The Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, was recently in the White House, and he gave two gifts to the President of the United States of America, Donald Trump. And it's very important to appreciate the gifts that he gave. One was a mezuzah. A mezuzah is a scroll written on parchment, words from the Torah, of the Shema, that is put on the doors of Jewish homes. It's a protectorate, God who gives protection. And it was shaped as a B-2 bomber. And also, he gave him together, I want to say also, together, gave $1 from the Lubavitcher Rebbe, a gift which carries great blessings, $1 that the Rebbe would give every Sunday to thousands of people that would come by and receive blessings from him, and he would give them a dollar bill to exchange and give for charity purposes, to encourage an increase in people's charitable giving. But it was a gift from the Rebbe, and he gave it to Donald Trump. Why is this so significant? Is because what the Prime Minister of Israel is saying, whether he recognizes it fully or not, but definitely implied, and I think definitely what he means, is that the strength of the Jewish people doesn't come, it comes maybe covered over in a B-2 bomber, but inside the B-2 bomber was a scroll, a holy scroll that made this into a mezuzah, a mitzvah artifact, an artifact of holiness that brings protection to the people of the home that it hangs upon, or that it's that is put by the doorpost. It brings protection. So what is really being said over here is that the B-2 bomber you need to have, but don't make a mistake, because the real power is the power of God Almighty through the Torah and through his mitzvahs that are inside of it. That's what's inside of Bibi Netanyahu right now, that he's recognizing this to some degree, at least, more than any prime minister previously, because he's giving this to the President of the United States. What's even greater accomplishment and unbelievable is that Bibi Netanyahu is very much devoted to the Lubavitcher Rebbe, who physically is not with us, but his presence is very much with us. Passed away over 31 years ago. And he was a mentor, an advisor to Bibi on some level. I mean, he took his words very seriously, the Rebbe's words. And now he's giving a gift of something that was given from the Rebbe to the President of the United States, in as much as saying that his influence, his teachings are viable today, and not only viable today, are more pertinent today than ever before. And his presence, the soul presence of the Rebbe, is very much alive, and his advice, teachings are so alive. That's why he gave it. Whether he understood that fully or not, I don't know. To some degree, yes. But the fact that he's making an open statement publicly and giving this as a gift from the Jewish people to the President of the United States is an important statement. That the B-2 bomber is really inside of it is a mitzvah, a scroll, the of God's command. And it's by our observance of the commandments that brings us the strength that we can overcome the enemies of good people, overcome darkness of this world, and our personal darkness, first and foremost, to overcome it, our challenges, our difficulties. And together with that, who is the one who's going to give you the insight? Who's going to give you the teachings? Who's going to give you the wisdom that's necessary and how to do this? The Lubavitcher Rebbe. And his gift of the dollar is that statement. How powerful is this and how beautiful? Power to Bibi Netanyahu that he has the awareness, the insight, the fortitude to give this as a gift. Could have given other things that are just, whatever. He gave something that is of significance and meaning, great meaning. And this is how we are going to change the world, with the mitzvahs that we do, guided by the Lubavitcher Rebbe's teachings, his influence is greater today than when he was physically alive, which is quite miraculous. Miraculous isn't the right word, but amazing. The Rebbe is my inspiration. Many of you come and study with me daily. Tanya, the Torah portion of the week, Maimonides teachings, Hasidic teachings. I invite you daily to come and join with the teachings that will inspire, that you live an inspired life. Because by living an inspired life, that's how we really change the world.